Kountze Middle School football players running through a banner that has been a point of contention. Tonight, KFDM has new information about a group whose complaint brought the case into a courtroom. Good evening, I'm Kelly Phillips. Thank you for joining us. Bill has the night off. A state district judge has ruled in favor of Kountze cheerleaders who write religious-oriented messages and biblical verses on run-through banners at football games. But the co-president of an organization that complained about the practice vows to watch closely as the case plays out in court. The cheerleaders won the first round yesterday. At issue, the Kountze superintendent's orders banning such signs from school-sponsored events. He says someone complained. The superintendent says he was told by legal counsel the signs violate a U.S. Supreme Court decision banning school-mandated religious activity. Yesterday, Beaumont attorney David Starnes and an attorney with Liberty Institute filed a lawsuit against the district and the superintendent and asked for a temporary restraining order. They argued the cheerleaders have a constitutional right to display the signs. The judge granted the order, and that clears the way for cheerleaders to display the signs for at least the next 14 days. The co-president of the Freedom from Religion Foundation tells KFDM News someone from the community saw the banners in the stadium earlier in the football season and complained. She says the purpose of the organization is to promote the principle of separation of church and state. She told us the group wrote a letter to the superintendent telling him to stop the banners. In a telephone conversation today, Annie Gaylor told us, quote, when cheerleaders wear the school name, are chosen by the school, are at a school function in an official activity, the school is obligated to ensure there isn't a religious message. She told us some parents are bullies. They've received horrible phone calls. This is what happens when government or public schools appear to endorse a religion. In her words, this is the danger of religion in public schools. This is one tiny case, but we get this all the time. It's quite a reflection of ignorance in our country. The students are receiving a lot of support in the community, but Viter High School students who told us they belong to what they call a secular group say they take this issue with religious banners.
It's been so one-sided on this discussion, and I feel people need to know that there are people who oppose this and people who realize everyone should be equal under the law and everyone should be equally represented when you have something in the public forum like this.
My initial thought was that I do support it, but when you dig deeper into it and you realize that they are representing the school and that it's not really constitutionally right for them to represent the school in that manner.
I just think that they're misrepresenting certain minorities, Judaism, atheism, the lack of a religion, agnosticism, or Islam. Their God or their lack of God wasn't on this banner. And I think that if it were, then that would be equally offensive to the many Christians that are in this community.
The case will go back to court October 4th in Kountze. Judge Stephen Thomas scheduled another hearing for a temporary injunction.